The race to who becomes the flag bearer for the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, has gotten more competitive following the vice president's declaration on Monday, with the APC expected to hold its primaries between April 4 and June 3, 2022. 7 aspirants have so far expressed interest to be Nigeria's next president. Those who declared their ambition earlier are APC leader and former Lagos Governor Bola Tinubu, the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State, the former Abia Governor and serving Senator Orji Kalu, and former Imo Governor and Senator Rochas Okorocha. It has been speculated that Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State and the Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele may join the race. Although the APC is yet to zone the presidential slot to any part of the country, there are speculations that it could zone it to the south. To discuss this further, Charles Ideho, political affairs analyst, joins me now. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, this list alone, so far, I must add, looks quite intimidating. But how do you see this playing out, especially if the APC eventually decides to zone the presidency to the south?
Okay, well, first thank you for having me. When you look at races to any elected political offices, there are usually 2 groups, and the groups are the contenders and the pretenders. Even the ones you mentioned, about seven of them in all, as you said in your news, you also have pretenders among them. But it is not in my place here to say who the pretenders are and who the contenders are. But if you look at it, those ones who we might throw up as contenders, Osinbajo just joined them yesterday. If you know that even before now, there have been these deniers and counter deniers whether he will be interested in that top slot or not. He will say no. Okay, at the time he said he was still consulting, and if you also watch that he has been shortly, if you will, going across the country, maybe preparatory to his aspiration or his vying for that position. So if you look at all this, I think Osinbajo's coming into the fray has, by my own reckoning, by my own estimation, has increased the level of quality of the aspirants in the APC fold. If you look at it, that he himself, and what is also going to bring into the whole game, is going to change the narrative. He is going to be at the forefront of engendering issues-based campaign. While others may just be throwing moss at each other, Osinbajo may not do that. He might just be able to say, okay, because of his very cerebral, you know that he's also an orator. So I see Osinbajo changing the whole game, bringing in issues-based campaign to the whole issue. So that's what I just see about it. As I said, in the weeks to come, you are going to be looking at it and see that we see those who are actually the contenders and those who are the pretenders in the whole game for Lashade.
Now, let's talk about political appointees who have so far expressed interest. The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, and the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele. Now, the Electoral Act 2022 bars political appointees from voting or being voted for at a convention or congress of a political party for the purpose of the nomination of candidates for any election. Now, how do we reconcile this?
Well, let's put on record that the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, has not officially told anyone that he's interested in the job. What we are seeing as those who are his supporters are the ones who are throwing that thing up and then going to the media, printing banners, and also we saw a couple of cars they bought recently that were branded. So Emefiele himself, he has not on his own told Nigerians that he is interested, apart from Amechi, who is the current Minister for Transportation, who also declared his ambition a couple of days back. So I think Amechi has between now and May the 3rd to actually, for us to know whether he's actually serious, because after May 3rd, no appointee of government has the constitutional right to stand election, because when you look at the National Assembly has also gone to court to challenge that High Court that upheld Buhari, the case that went to court, that the court now said that the Electoral Act, that specifically Section 84, Subsection 12, should be deleted from the Electoral Act 2023. But the National Assembly has gone to court to challenge that. So there's a stay of action, there's a stay of execution on this, the High Court, the Federal High Court judgment. So when you look at it, Mechi himself, we have between now and the 3rd of May to actually say he was going to resign. But if you look at it, would Mechi resign prematurely when he knows that he has 1 year to serve? So that's why I said Amechi might just be one of the very few and the very first pretenders who might be saying in the race, because I personally do not see Amechi resigning 1 year before the expiration of the mandate that has been given to him by the president who appointed him. So, but for Emefiele, I think I would not want to count on that, because he has not openly declared his intention, apart from all these speculations and then that his supporters are selling to all of us as Nigerians. Folashade.
All right, indeed, Charles Ideho, political affairs analyst, thank you so much for your contribution.